Hello everyone, I'm FMZ and welcome to episode 39 of League One to Legend with Portsmouth. Promotion to the Premier League has been secured. We are going to wrap up the final 5 games of the Championship season. Will we break Reading's record? There's only one way to find out. Keep watching. Don't forget, if you enjoy this content, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to click that notification bell to know when a new video goes up on the channel. And also don't forget to leave me a comment if you've got anything to say. Let's dive into those results, shall we? So following the match with Barnsley, the link is up the top for that. We beat Hull City by 1-0. We're going old school today. Let's take a look at the goals from this one. Just the one goal from Marcus Harness midway through the second half. Penny with the ball into Potts towards the far side on the volley from Marcus Harness to give us the win over Hull. We followed that up with another 1-0 win, this time away at Luton. Cole Palmer with the goal. Let's take a look at it. A goal very early on in the game to settle us down. Luke Berry with the ball into Palmer, playing it to Mope, back to Berry, through to Palmer again as he slammed it beyond the goalkeeper to give us the only goal in this one. We followed that up with 5 goals at Craven Cottage. Cole Palmer with a hat-trick as well, and a 9.2 rating to go with it. Let's take a look at the goals. He opened the scoring on 13 minutes, did Cole Palmer. Callum O'Dowda with the ball down the left. Toffolo with the ball, playing it across field, in behind the defenders as he slides it into the net for his first goal of the afternoon. Double the lead on 26 minutes. Callum O'Dowda doing good work down the left-hand side again. Up against Wilson. He will play the ball into the centre. There is Palmer heading in for number 2. And he completed his hat-trick 5 minutes into the second half. Harry Toffolo with the ball down the left-hand side. There is Palmer around the penalty spot. He's going to head in for number 3. And then Fulham decided to try and make a game of it. An own goal was the first one. Mitrovic will pick up the ball down the right-hand side. He will play it back into Wilson. It hits Jack Watmore and goes in the back of the net. Hits him on the backside and goes in. Gave Fulham a bit of a lifeline. And they grabbed a second one in the 85th minute. Wilson with the ball down the right-hand side, getting it across into the middle. Garrison hitting in at the far post. They didn't find a third goal as we beat Fulham by 3-2. No goals to speak about at the game with Queen's Park Rangers. It finished 0-0. It wasn't for the want of trying from either side, but it didn't help QPR's promotion push. It finished goalless. And we waved goodbye to the Championship with a 2-1 win over Oxford United. Take a look at the goals. Neil Mope signing off potentially with the opening goal. Callum Robinson with the ball out to Cole Palmer. A slide rule pass into Mope as he slams it into the net for 1-0. Oxford were level in the early minutes of the second half. Shreveport with the goal. Nielsen playing it into Johansson. And then a bit of pinball, but then Shreveport slamming it in the bottom corner beyond McCarthy. No chance at all in the goal for 1-1. And we won the game in the 65th minute, thanks to Brad Potts. This is an absolute perler, this one. Dix playing it into Palmer. Through to Baumgartner, comes back to Potts as he unleashes one from distance to give us a win on the final day of the Championship season. So we reach the final Championship table. We did break Reading's record by 2 points in the end. 33 wins from our 46 games played. Just the 4 defeats. 91 goals scored, 28 conceded, a goal difference of 63. We have walked it, folks. Absolutely walked it. Aston Villa finished second on 85. Bournemouth, QPR, Stoke and Nottingham Forest will contest the playoff places. Fulham had a rotten end to the season. They didn't win in the last 5 and have missed out on the playoffs. Oh dear. Down at the bottom of the table, Sheffield Wednesday, Huddersfield and Wycombe have been relegated to League One. Peterborough survived on the final day. West Ham lived to fight another day. They would be expecting to do a hell of a lot better next season, as will West Brom, another side that were relegated from the Premier League last season. So it's now time to wrap up the season. The end of season review is here. There is the Championship trophy. Let's get into it. So as I've mentioned already, the Championship trophy, just the 4 defeats. That was really, really good from our perspective. Only the 9 draws as well. Only Stoke had better out of the teams in the top 6. 33 wins. We absolutely trounced everybody. Everyone was beaten at least once. The board are delighted with promotion, as they should be, quite frankly. Fratton Park was full 92% of the time. Callum Robinson was the competition's top scorer, 17. In the FA Cup, we had a good run to the 5th round, beating the board expectation of qualifying just for the 4th round after beating Derby and Oxford. Losing to Liverpool 5-1 was a bit of a wake-up call. Probably going to be what life's going to be like in the Premier League next season. Didn't do so bad in the Carabao Cup either, although I would have liked to have made it a little bit further, but I suppose going out early allowed us to concentrate on the league, beating Blackburn, Gillingham and Hull on our way to losing to Middlesbrough all the way back in September. Now on to the moments to remember. The biggest win of the season coming against Sheffield Wednesday very early doors. I think it planted the flag for the season ahead. Obviously beating West Ham in the opening weeks of the season. That was the match to remember. We caught West Ham very cold in that one indeed. And another one coming very early on in the season was the goal of the season from Harry Toffolo. Let's take a look at it. This one was an absolute beauty from Harry Toffolo. I called it very early on in the season that this one was going to be the goal of the season. Dix with the ball across to him. On the half volley, he will slam it into the back of the net. The goalkeeper has got absolutely no chance at all. Quite rightly, the goal of the season. On to the accolades, and I was given the Manager of the Month award for August, November and February. I should imagine I'm pretty much a shoo-in for the Manager of the Year award as well. Fans Player of the Year was Dan Burn. He had a second superb season with us. Sadly, he will not be joining us from Brighton. He has already agreed a pre-contract for a side in the MLS, so that's a bit disappointing. An experienced centre-half is added to the list of things we need in the summer. Young Player of the Season, Cole Palmer. Absolutely, 100%. He was superb, and I'm delighted he signed on for a second season. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do in the Premier League. Signing in the season, Alex McCarthy. I thought this was a bit of an odd one, but when you think about it, Marcus Bettinelli got injured very early on in the season. Alex stepped up and was quite rightly voted the signing of the season. Goal of the season we've seen from Harry Toffolo already. Callum Robinson was the top goal scorer on 21. Christoph Baumgartner was the most assists with 14. Callum Robinson also had the most player of the matches with 9. Highest average rating with Dan Burn with 7.2. Pass completion rate per 90 minutes was Luke Berry with 77. Didn't play an awful lot though, did he? Record breakers. Christoph Baumgartner has now got the most assists by a player in a season with 14. Most player of the matches with 9 for Callum Robinson. Worst discipline, Jack Mormore, 6 yellow cards, 1 red one. And to be fair, that red one was a very, very bad challenge. So it was history in the making. They say it's important to get off to a good start, but it rings as true as ever for Portsmouth as they celebrate promotion. Quite rightly, we started very well and we just kept on going. But once again, the club are looking to try and tie my hands. So, signing players under the age of 23 for the first team. That's no good for the Premier League, boys and girls. We need to buy experienced players. So we'll keep them happy and buy a couple of under 23s. But on the whole, it's going to be players that are going to be ready to play in the Premier League. So we will accept the club vision begrudgingly. And it's probably going to be another busy summer for us. Now, I've taken out all the loan signings from this. So this is the basis of the squad that we will have before we kick a ball next season. So Alex McCarthy, Marcus Bettinelli. I talked about replacing Marcus Bettinelli last episode. I think that may have to be the case. We're certainly going to have to strengthen at right back. Another centre half, obviously, if Dan Burn is not going to be able to come and join us, then that's going to be a must. Left back, I think we're right at left back between Penny and Toffolo, unless one of them wants to leave. Then we'll have a look at that as well. Midfield, we're definitely going to need some more midfield players, more attacking midfield players, and have another striker as well. So it's probably going to be wholesale changes again in the squad, but hopefully it's not going to go as mad as it did last summer. But the hard work really does start now for everyone, well, me especially, as we look forward to life in the Premier League. What we will do next time around, we will preview the Premier League season. We will take a look at the summer transfer window, as it's probably going to be a very, very busy summer once more. I'm going to try and convert as many loan signings as I can into permanent ones. So Neil Mopay, Callum Robinson, obviously Cole Palmer is already in for next season. We might look at Harvey White as well. We might look to upgrade a couple of those, but we will do that all in the fullness of time, and you'll see how we get on with that next time around. I'm hoping, as I said, it's not going to be as mad as last summer, but it's me, innit? It might well do. I don't think it will. I think we have the basis of a good squad. We just need to add a bit of Premier League experience into that squad. Obviously, we're being hamstrung a little bit by the board wanting to sign under 23 players, so we may have to placate them a little bit, but we'll worry about that later in the summer. So join me next time around as we review that summer transfer window, and we look forward to the Premier League season. Don't forget, if you've enjoyed today's video, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel but like to do so, please click that subscribe button down in the corner. Don't forget, if you've got any comments to make on today's video, please leave them below. Also, don't forget, I'm a member of the Passion for FM team. The link to the website and Discord server are down in the description. I am also promoting the charity Mind. If you or someone you know is suffering with their mental health through this global pandemic, there are links down in the description where hopefully you can find the support that you need. I will see you next time for the summer transfer window. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye.